Mark from the States, Mark from the States, it's Mark from the United States.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Mark from the States. How are we doing today? I am doing fantastic. I hope you are as well. Thank you so much for coming. See this big fake imaginary couch? That is for all of you to come with me and learn something today. Watch something really cool. Yarnhub, that is the original content creator. They have an amazing channel. I cannot stress enough how amazing their videos are. They're all historical tales of just amazement. Today's video is A Bridge Too Far. Yes, we all know what that's about, right? Market garden, so on. Their videos from when we started, when they first gave us the blessing to watch their channel and learn from it. God, it's been a while now. Their videos just keep getting better and better and better, and I know a lot of you enjoy their channel already. But if you are going, gee, Mark, I never heard of Yarnhub. What is Yarnhub? The link down below to this video and to their channel. Yeah, I did the work. You just click it. It just takes you right there. Really easy. Go over there and you can get lost. If you're a history guy or a history gal and you love just quick stories on all these, a lot of them kind of not well known as well, get over there. You've got to go over there, and you know what? You're doing a solid for our channel by going and supporting them, and that is so important. I hope you realize that. It's important that you get over there, like, subscribe, do all the things that make you guys special, right? And by doing that, you're helping us learn and see amazing and new and really just awesome things. So please get over there. You know what we haven't done in a while is read from our lovely book. So let's go ahead and read a section, shall we? I'm going to need my glasses. I may even need a flashlight because it's hard to, as I'm getting older. Oh no, the flashlight is dead, and I have to use my phone flashlight. Okay. Let's see here. You want to see something really cool? Before we start, I want to show you. This is my older son that you don't hear too much about, but it's a pretty cool picture of him rocking out. That is the young man who created the theme song and the music to our channel, and sang too. Yeah, he is very talented and he's very special when it comes to artistic stuff and just all around being an awesome dude. So let's see here. Flashlight, hang with me, please. I swear I've used my phone before. Here we go. All right, you know the drill. You're just going to say stop. Oh, wow, that was quick. That was quick. The title is called Creation of an Icon. What is it? It's the original prototype K2 red telephone box. Where is it? Burlington House, W1J 0BD. I believe that's a 0 and not an O. One of Britain's most iconic symbols is, of course, the red telephone box. There are two types of traditional red telephone box to look out for in London, the K2 and the K6. The K2 was introduced in 1926, designed by Sir Giles Gilbert Scott, and selected after a post office Look at that. You guys, the live in video comments. Awesome. Sir Giles Gilbert Scott, and selected after a post office sponsored competition. The K2 is larger with smaller, evenly sized rectangular windows, and the crown symbol at the top has ventilation holes in it. The K6 in 1935, a lighter and smaller version, was designed by Scott with larger horizontally arranged windows and no ventilation holes in the crown. Go to Burlington House on Piccadilly, home of the Royal Academy, and you will find, tucked into an arched entranceway, the original wooden prototype for the K2 telephone box. Oh, well, that's cool. Huh. And so here's a picture of it. Pretty cool, huh? Oh, God, did I have my hand over it? Sorry. The beauties of live TV. Amazing. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, that would be, if you're out and about over there on Piccadilly, that'd be cool to go see, for sure. All right, come sit with me. You know the drill. Let's get into this. This is A Bridge Too Far by Yarnhub. Let's do it.
It's the 17th of September 1944. Commanding officer of the 2nd Parachute Battalion, Lieutenant Colonel John Frost, is in one of thousands of transports carrying tens of thousands of men in Operation Market Garden.
Go, go!
Frost jumps into battle. Hundreds of chutes fill the sky as gathered German soldiers look up in wonder.
Waffenladen Idioten! Im September gibt es keinen Schnee. Das sind Feinde.
With Frost and his men now on the ground, they number over 600 and they're in high spirits and ready to fight.
Come on, fellas! Go, go, go!
They make their way swiftly towards Arnhem, moving through villages and countryside.
Hurry up, men!
They hear heavy fighting in the distance. It seems the Germans are resisting the advance of the other British battalions. Under Tate and Water's command, A Company quickly make their way through the forest. Over 100 men expertly and quietly advance from tree to tree.
Uh-oh.
They encounter Germans, but expertly take them down or capture them as Arnhem gets ever closer. In Arnhem, the commander of the German garrison, General Major Friedrich Kussen, has no clue what to do or where to place his men. The reports from the battlefield are confusing and unclear. Fed up, Kussen gets into a car and drives to the front, rapidly making his way across town to see for himself. But it is a fatal mistake. Completely unaware of the situation, he and his driver round a corner, straight into the 3rd Battalion.
Uh-oh.
The British are quick to raise their guns and open fire. Bullets riddle the staff car and the windows are broken. In a massive stroke of luck for the British, the German garrison are now without their commander. Now deep in the city of Arnhem, Frost and his men reach all the...
Yeah, that's kind of not a smart deal on his part. But he probably thought, obviously he thought it was safe to do so. God, the animation is so good. Well done. Yarnhub. Just incredible. Looks so good. This is what I love about them. And yes, we all... I think I've seen the movie. It's been a while. And we all have heard the, other videos in Market Garden as the whole operation. I just love how they take little parts of these bigger operations and bring them to light. So that's one of the reasons I enjoy watching their videos. So, but the great part of this is the learning that I keep doing when all of you comment, email, about the video, and you can give me a lot more context because we're just jumping right in. And if you are a novice history lover, well, I'm kind of a big history lover, but novice when it comes to the actual history of a lot of these things, it really makes a big deal for you to, help me learn. And that is really one of the main reasons how I learn, is from all of you giving context and things that I missed. But so far, this is very enjoyable.
Way to Arnhem Bridge, completely unopposed. With Kusin dead, the leaderless garrison around the bridge pays very little attention.
There she is, Nan. That's our bridge.
The buildings immediately surrounding the north side of the bridge are all commandeered by the British. Looking out over the bridge from his new command post, Frost can see that there is a pillbox and an armoured car parked right in the middle of the road.
No doubt there are even more Germans on the other side. We need to get across and hold the entire bridge. How's B&C Company doing?
Sorry, sir. Still no response.
Understood. Keep trying.
Yes, sir.
Unbeknownst to Frost, the other companies have met fierce resistance and are held up.
Okay, chaps, I need you on the bridge. Take out that pillbox.
They need to get to the other side of the bridge to clear the area, but for that, they'll have to face a pillbox, an armoured car first.
Open fire!
The British get to work and open fire from the buildings. At the same time, soldiers on foot open fire, catching the pillbox completely by surprise. But it gives little advantage over such an armoured position. Inside the pillbox, the Germans take aim and unleash withering fire. The crackle of machine guns fills the air, and the paratroopers are driven back.
We may have better luck after dark.
As night falls, Digby has an idea.
Let's send a flamethrower.
A team of sappers armed with a flamethrower and a Piat anti-tank launcher sneaks its way around the buildings. Paratroopers continue to take pot shots at the pillbox, keeping them occupied.
So the Piat, I don't know if we can go back here, if you can, hold on here.
A team of sappers armed with a flamethrower.
Is that what he's holding? Is that the Piat? Or is that the flamethrower? Well, he is wearing a tank, so maybe that's on his back there. So maybe that's the flamethrower. What was the Piat? That sounds really familiar. I gotta see.
And a Piat anti-tank launcher sneaks its way around the buildings. Paratroopers continue to take pot shots at the pillbox, keeping them occupied. As out of sight, the sapper team approaches from the side. A sapper takes aim with the spring-loaded Piat.
Oh, okay. That's right. It shoots that projectile. Got it. See, that's the thing. It's like I know. I just remember enough to be dangerous. I was like, was that? I knew I heard the name Piat, but I couldn't remember exactly what it was. And when that guy came into frame with that little flamethrower thing, I was like, is that it? I couldn't remember. But yes, now it's coming back to me.
The projectile rocks the bunker with a deafening explosion. Immediately, the sappers push out and blast the bunker with a flamethrower, taking out the enemy within before they even have a chance to get back into the action. In a rush, the German garrison mount a response. 4 trucks fill up with men on the south side of the bridge and charge across at full speed. British machine guns rip through the lead truck, tearing it to pieces in the blink of an eye. It grinds to a halt as the other trucks try to maneuver around it, but they too meet the same fate. The convoy is stopped dead in its tracks. One of the trucks stops too close to the fire and it spreads onto it. The flames intensify and the troops on board pile out of the truck and surrender to Frost's men. But then there's a huge explosion, supercharging the fireball. The bridge is a wall of flame. It's so hot, the paint on the bridge itself starts to burn.
Dang.
The next morning, the men rise to the sound of engines.
Look! Attack from the north!
Outside, trucks carrying troops arrive from the north, driving right through the main road and parking just before the bridge, in full view of all.
From the south! They're coming from the south!
At the same time, a column of 22 vehicles, including armoured cars, are spotted on the south side of the bridge. The Germans in the lead truck to the north start to dismount.
Hands are getting clammy.
Open fire!
Machine guns open up on the row of enemy soldiers, striking down many and sending all the others running in a panic. The trucks quickly withdraw.
Well, that was silly. I don't know why
Meanwhile,
you would
in a
think you
pincer
wouldn't get
movement,
fired on.
the armoured vehicles arrive across the bridge. The British immediately set to work with Piats and mortar fires. Soldiers place mines across the road, and the lead car is destroyed.
Uh-oh.
The rest start firing Allied positions on either side of the road. Their shots impact the building's masonry with force, but they hold. In response, the British anti-tank units quickly go to work on the armoured cars, destroying them one by one in massive explosions.
Now, those Piats, they seem pretty... Are they that accurate and that powerful? Those of you who are in the know will have to let me know, but they're being portrayed here as very devastating. And are they quick to reload? Or are they just a one-time only kind of thing? Probably. I'm sure you can reload them, I'm guessing. I literally have no idea. I'm so sorry I sound like a fool here, but they need to take this bridge and hold it. Am I correct in assuming that? So with all the high explosives going on this bridge, I'm pretty surprised that it's still standing at this point.
British machine gun fire cuts through the remaining vehicles, and flamethrowers destroy whatever is left.
Oh my.
But it soon becomes clear to Frost that despite their heroic battle, he needs supplies. He's proud of his men. These men are doing with hundreds a job that was meant for thousands. They need help. Technicians spend the whole day trying desperately to get through with the radio, attempting to regain contact with reinforcements. But there's nothing. That evening, the Germans bring out their heavy weapons. Flak guns are brought forth and fire into the homes along the riverbank. The structures collapse and catch fire under the relentless pummeling, forcing British machine gunners to flee for their lives.
Oh, man.
The radio is finally working!
But while the situation seems impossible,
2nd Battalion.
Do you copy?
technicians call up to Frost. He gets right down to business, asking the 1st and 3rd Battalions about their status and position. But the news is bad. They've not been making progress. The German force is overwhelming. They ask Frost if he can help mount a counterattack from the Germans' rear, but they're way back at Osterbeek. Way too far.
Attack from the north!
Frost has little time to dwell on the events. An infantry attack comes from the north. A bitter fight takes place through the windows. Bullets are pinging off walls as they engage in close quarters fighting. The Germans eventually decide to withdraw. They have better plans.
Oh.
A large 10-centimeter artillery cannon is brought into the fight by the Germans.
Oh, crud.
A giant boom is heard, followed by the collapse of a building. The British men fight back with small arms and mortars. The German gun blows up multiple homes, but eventually, a mortar hits its mark, detonating right on the gun and silencing the weapon.
Wow, that's a great shot.
The following morning begins relatively peacefully. No mortars and no attacks. But the men are exhausted. They have next to no food and little water. They've suffered heavy casualties and are running out of ammunition, and yet still they hold on, determined to wait for reinforcements. Overlooking a road approaching the east, the British are surprised to see a German soldier waving a white flag tied to his gun barrel. The British allow him to approach. Defiantly, the German shouts up in English.
Surrender!
Do they want to surrender to us? What should we do, sir?
Tell them to go to hell.
Get the hell out of here! We're not taking prisoners!
The German, annoyed and embarrassed, moves away. The German commander looks on at the burning buildings. It's been hours since an offer of surrender has been made. It seems the British had made their choice.
Schick die Panzer!
That evening,
Yeah, I think that was a good answer. You know, the guy took your hat off. Why wouldn't you just? You'll have to let me know. What did they think there was more British soldiers there than there were? Because I mean, if you have Panzers, and now he says bring in the Panzers, like this is gonna be, okay. You asked for it, kind of a thing. I'm just curious what their reasoning for the surrendering bit was. Maybe they were surrounded. I don't know. God, I never thought I'd have so much questions about this event. Interesting. Great. This has been awesome, though. Just awesome.
the tanks of the 9th and 10th SS Panzer Divisions enter the beleaguered section of the city. They start firing indiscriminately, tearing down each and every single building. British forces fight back with all their might, firing mortars and Piats at the Panzer IVs roaming the streets. It becomes guerrilla warfare in the ruins. The British paratroopers are trying anything and everything to survive amidst the ruins. The next day, artillery again pounds the British, destroying and setting fire to the buildings. The Germans chip away. All the time, the British positions are shrinking as the inevitable juggernaut of the German forces comes into bear.
Sorry to keep pausing. If you want to watch the unpaused version of this, go to Yarnhub and watch it. Again, links down below. But I have another question. It's like, do you think they really wanted to surrender, or was that just a ploy? Because it just seems like they have all the necessary. Maybe the Panthers came in late and they just got them and now they're using them. I'm thinking I would have probably used them earlier, but I'm not a military guy. I don't know the first thing about doing something like this. So what do I know? I'm just trying to soak in all the history here. But it's just crazy. They just seem so outgunned, except for those Piats, man. Those things have been, huge for them. It's weird how the ramp up is going. And it's been very interesting to see, though.
Frost knows they have to go on the offensive to get some extra cover. He makes the short walk from battalion to the brigade HQ to discuss the idea.
Uh-oh.
Everything goes dark. Frost opens his eyes, dazed and confused. He's on the floor. Men rush to his aid and take him to a cellar stuffed full of injured. The fighting continues, but quickly fires spread out of control by the HQ buildings. Finally, surrounded and nowhere to go, the medic surrenders the aid station to the Germans. Immediately, the Germans get to work and help extract the injured before the fire consumes them. Later that day, Frost and the injured are approached by the Germans. SS soldiers congratulate Frost and all the others for their valiant fight. But it was a praise Frost did not care for. By the end of the day, Frost's force had either perished or was captured. The promised relief never came, at least not when it really mattered. The armoured advance stalled just a few miles south of Arnhem, but by then, Arnhem was solidly in enemy hands. In a bold plan involving the capture of 5 bridges, the 6th Arnhem Bridge was just one bridge too far.
So good. So good. Please go. Did I get out? Please go and support Yarnhub. That was such an amazing video. So good. So good. Yes. A bridge too far. Such an iconic. when you hear that, right? It just brings back a lot of probably a lot of bad memories for a lot of people. I know a lot of you are going to give me some context of maybe why the reinforcements didn't show up or were late or couldn't. I'm sure, I think if I remember, there were American units around that didn't get there. They were late in getting there or something. I don't know if this was in relation to this particular scenario here, but I know there were some issues there. Yeah, the whole Market Garden deal didn't go so well, but you wonder if everybody kind of just, I don't know. I can't make assumptions. It happened for a reason, I guess. Great video though, and I love learning about Frost. I would have never known his name in particular if you don't see things like this, and I don't remember a single character in the movie. It was so long ago. I'm gonna have to rewatch the movie, but this was good. This is real good. I hope you enjoyed that. And again, if this is something you dig and you enjoyed it, go over to Yarnhub. Please get over there. All right. Hope everybody's happy, healthy, and safe. Have a great day. We'll talk soon. All right, bye.
Mark from the States, Mark from the States, it's Mark. And he's